Just raise your hands for questions for Kris. Steven, go ahead.
Just first off, Kris, were you ever worried that this wasn't going to happen, and kind of what's the feeling of relief that now that it's done?
I mean, I don't know if I was worried. Obviously, at some point, sometimes you look that there's a lot of work to do, but never there was like a stoppage, or the two parties kept talking, and it was constant dialogue between each other. It was cordial. It was it was long, but at the end of the day, sometimes the process is just a little longer.
Kris, you've talked about wanting to retire a Penguin, but now that it looks like that's a likelihood, what does it mean to you, and what do you think it means for your legacy?
The thing is, for me, the Penguins gave me my chance. You know, they took care of me like a son. I always said it, Mario, Ron. Now that we have a new ownership, also, but they always treated me like I was one of their own. And you know, when you have that feeling, sometimes it's just natural. You wanna finish there. The memories that we built as a team is just incredible. That I have the chance to stay with that team.
Kris, 6 years with a lot of security, I mean, that means a lot to any player, any stage of the career. I mean, how special is that part of it, just given where you are at your age and your stage of your career?
I mean, I think it's just what I wanted the entire time. It was not, I never thought about it differently. I always saw my career going that far. For the time I put in my training, the way I do my stuff off the ice, you know, it was in my mind that I was going to play at that level until I was 40, 41, 42, and maybe even more. So, and the passion is there, and you know, so it's not only about security. It's more about the fact that I invested in that, and that's what I wanted.
Give that front row the mic, they're going to pass it. Thanks.
Tanger, congrats on the contract first.
Thank you.
I want to ask you about the future of this team, because when they sign you to contracts, it's not about the past. They want to know what's going to happen in the future. What makes you think that this team, with the core that's right in the mid-30s, can still contend for a Stanley Cup?
There's two big names, you know. One, hopefully, soon that will be extended. But when you have those two guys, a leader like Sid, you know, everything's possible. You know, the team that we had last year and the bad luck that we faced during the playoff, or just right before the playoff, sometimes it kind of crushes your hopes. But at the end of the day, the season we had with all the injuries, that proves that we have something solid. From the coaching staff to the players, I think we have what it takes.
Kris, just being here at a draft, I mean, you were drafted in 05. I mean, just, is it reflecting, are you reflecting a little bit on just like where your journey all started and now it's here, you're the franchise team, and you're going to retire Penguin, and will you be able to play with Alex, you think, at some point?
Yeah, hopefully. He has to age a little bit faster, but no, it's fun to have him here. That's the reason I came, to be honest. You know, he's at an age that he's really looking at every little aspect of the game, and draft is one of them. And he was excited to come, and it's a cool thing to see him with his eyes wide open and see all the teams and the way that the draft is kind of unveiling.
Hi, Kris, congratulations. Earlier in your career, you had some really serious health problems. Was there ever a fear in your mind that maybe you wouldn't be able to play this long? How much would it mean to you to play until you're 40, given what you've been through?
I wasn't scared at all, to be honest. Like I said, I spent a lot of time studying the off-ice stuff and get into new things, and you know, it's one of my passion, and those things didn't scare me. I knew that if I was putting the focus in getting better, I was going to be able to get to the level I always been. You know, it's scary on the moment, but you have to believe that you're gonna get past that and keep going.
Dan in the middle.
Kris, I'm a little curious about the construction of the contract. Was $36 million kind of where you wanted to be and the years were flexible, or did it just all come together kind of to that?
It was more of a contract to fit both parties, you know, give a chance to Penguins to sign other players, and also based on performance and what I did in the last few years. I think it was a mix of both. There was not like a set number or set of years. It was just to fit both parties and make sure that we can still compete and win and not take a big chunk and not leaving anything left.
Taylor, go ahead.
My question is for Alex. I just want to know what you think about your dad signing a contract to stay in Pittsburgh for 6 more years.
Well, what I think about that is, like, my whole family, we wanted to go, like, to another spot. But if we went here, we had to sign with the Penguins, but that's not all. Like that's where I like to live with my friends and all that.
You want a translation? He has all his friends in Pittsburgh. He wanted to be in Pittsburgh, but he also been in the discussion that you know, it's a possibility that I don't end up in Pittsburgh, and he was looking at other cities, and you know, that's what he means by the way. It came out weird at the beginning, so I didn't know.
Congratulations,
Thank you.
Kris. Just wondering if you've talked to Gino at all and what it would mean to this team to get him done as well.
Just a little bit. I mean, obviously he texted me today. He was really happy, and I kind of said I hope you get this done soon, so we keep it all together.
Rob up front.
Kris, with the group you've had, I think there's been a thought that maybe the last couple of years you guys have been unlucky more than you're not ready. What do you think, other than re-signing Malkin, you guys need to get back to the level you want to be at? Because you've always said the goal is to win the Stanley Cup.
Yeah, so I mean, I would say a little bit unlucky. I don't want to blame it on that because there's way too much other aspect of it. But like, you don't go through a season with that many injuries, with those players out for an extended period of time, and be able to compete in that division and be successful by chance, to be honest. So, you know, we have to find a way to close series, because we were one game away, and we were playing really well. So these little details need to be better, whether we get better in the offseason with acquisition, or we just need to tweak a couple things here and there, but we know we're right there. So that's the belief, and obviously having Gino back will make our team that much better too.